a month ago, Titan Comics announced that they were putting out new Conan the Barbarian with a new volume. They also announced that they were putting out a new Savage Sword of Conan omnibus, continuing the old reprints of that stuff, which is great because, that never got completed, and I'm very excited to get that volume myself. I checked out the first comic because it was actually given to me as a review copy at San Diego Comic-Con when I was down there, and I thought it was fantastic. And so I was very happy about that. Happy enough that I actually did go out and pick up and purchased issue number 2 myself. This is done by Jim Zubb and Rob De La Torre, and it is a new story with Conan. And I guess the first one they reported on, at least via their press release email, that it sold at least 80,000 copies. Absolutely crazy. That's huge numbers for a comic book, especially for a publisher like Titan. Pretty cool stuff. Now, this one continues where it left off. It starts with a little synopsis here. It's got a map. Feels very good on that level, like it should. This is very much a way a fantasy works well. Nice little old school style splash page, and I love that the art's done in this like kind of old school style. It's got a lot of white borders rather than like too much full bleed. A little bit of full bleed here and there, but like it's got the panel layouts. It's got this like color scheme that feels like it's out of the late 70s. Rob De La Torre really is just crushing it on the art level. Now, what's happening is like there's this like horde of zombies that are going around just plaguing areas, and they are just destroying everything. And they're heading up to Samaria, where Conan's from. And of course, he is running after it to try to stop this. Now, there's this lady who's with him who's kind of reported on this problem. And she's like, oh, you're not going to be able to stop this horde. I mean, this is crazy. They probably already overran everybody up there. And most of this issue is actually them traveling to the lands there. And it kind of gives some backstory on her, what's going on. Conan's got this sword that she says belongs to her, and he's like, well, screw you. It's my sword now. Finders keepers. Very Conan-like. The characters are done very well. Conan feels like a good Conan character. And he eventually does take the lady in some lovin' later on in the issue in very Conan fashion. So this feels very right on every level, from the writing to the comic, just sort of art style, and I'm loving the Conan here every single moment. And here's kind of the little tender love scene, which becomes a little less tender in the panels over here. But enjoyable stuff, enjoyable character development. It is a little slower than the first issue, but it works pretty well because it is establishing what's going on up in Samaria and just how harsh the environment is up there. And they eventually get surrounded by these warriors. Here's a beautiful double page spread here. This is really arty, and I can't express how wonderful this page turned out as they see visions of horrors. And they run away from the horde as they get surrounded. They do a little bit of battling. Conan, of course, impresses her with his prowess. And then they end up at this like weird, evil-looking tower spire, which just feels, again, like classic Conan stuff and classic fantasy stuff. In a way, this almost feels like a Conan RPG adventure because, the first issue, he meets the girl, he gets put on the quest, then he goes on the quest, then he gets a turn from the quest to the tower. They're going to have to go into the tower and deal with the evil there. I love it all the way around. So this is a happy continuation of the first issue there and done very well. You had an essay about Robert Howard, and they're bringing back letters columns at the back. And of course, previewing for issue 3. So good stuff right here. 9.5 out of 10 for me. I think this is great. Pick up both issues. That's what I got to say about that. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.